Alright, welcome back guys to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Sunday 7 August 2022. Do another CDB on AUDUSD and GU. Uh, First off, we're gonna start with the monthly chart. So I always start with my monthly chart with the monthly key level chart. So I have three charts. So I don't have everything I'm doing on one chart, right? So I don't want my chart to be too crowded. I like my where I'm taking my entries. My chart is a little bit cleaner, not too much stuff. And also I don't use indicators, just pure price action and candlestick analysis. Um, you know, yeah. So I'm gonna show you all my three charts on both pair. So on this one, this is my monthly key level chart. So pretty much have the key levels. I might one day do a video on how I do key levels, how I draw those key levels. And then I have my next chart is daily chart. So my daily chart is just analyzing what's happening on a daily. It's always also the same thing. No no indicators, moving average. I mean, I do have them, but I don't have them active, right? So, so yeah. And then my entry chart, right? So my entry chart, I try to skip it on H1 because H1 is mostly um, my main analysis time frame when I'm trading for that one day I'm trading. But I mean, I will look also on the other charts, but if I'm trading for that day, I mainly focus on H1 to see where I could find better opportunity just for that one day, right? And then you got GU, also the same thing. No indicator, just pure price action. Also daily chart, also the same thing. Then trying to get on my entry time frame. Entry time frame also. Um, I try to keep it on H1 and H4, but for GU, H4 is a little bit cleaner in a sense. That's why it's on H4. And the same thing with um, AU and GU. H1 is my main time frame. Alright, so we're gonna start with AU. Right, so AU is bullish in the sense that it was on a downtrend on a monthly and it broke the trend line, right? Broke trend line, and I drew my fib from point A to point B because that was the first point. You had bullish, bearish candle form, and that was the first point for the higher high, right? And then it retracing down to around like 38.2, and between 38.2 and 50%. Right now it's also at key level, like monthly key level. It's a little below it, right? Um, we could see last month we had this bearish. I mean, looks like a exhaustion candle, look like a hangman. Yeah, look like a hangman or like a hammer um, doji candle, but I'm leaning more toward a hangman um, doji candle. Not sure I lie. More like a hammer. But they're almost like the same type of doji candles, but um, if you see those, should at least expect some type of bullish. But then again, you gotta see what's happening on lower time frame, right? Lower time frame will confirm all the thing that you're seeing on higher time frame, right? So we're done with our monthly. Now we're going to weekly and see what's happening on weekly. All right, so weekly is bearish, right, on AU. Our weekly chart is bearish, right? It's still doing lower low, low high, lower low, lower high, right? And you had this, if you had to draw a line, right? So that would be your resistance level, right? But also if you look at these candles right here, um, these three candles, right? More like, right, all this right here is, right, all these is like a bullish variation, right? Bullish variation type of candle pattern. Pretty much on the lower time frame is saying that there was a break of structure on lower time frame, right? Based on that, based on these candles, right? Because this candle right here close, not close. I mean, we are close, but engulf, right? And also, if you had that little uh lower high point right here, right? And then you had this bullish candle close above it, right? So all of these candles right here pretty much is bullish variation candle, right? So pretty much saying that on lower time frame there's a breakup structure. So and that's what we're doing. We're gonna go lower time frame and see where we can find it at, right? So now we on lower time frame. I mean lower than the weekly, right? So we go on daily, right? So daily, on a daily chart, we can see there's a trend line, right? On our trend line, we can see price broke outside of that trend line. Pretty much now it's on a buy zone, right? Why did I not have my fib pointed the other way? Because for me to do that, it will have to break this lower high right here, right? Because this lower high is a structured lower high, right? Meaning it did pass a 38.2, right? Right, a 38.2 lower high point. For me to change the direction of my fib, this area got to be broken, right? And if it didn't, then still staying bearish, right? So yes, daily is still looking bearish, but also gotta pay attention to that. This is also a lower high point right here, but not structured lower high point, if that makes sense. A structured lower high point would be when a lower high reach a PRZ level, right? If it's a 23.6, it's not really considered a lower high point, but it is a lower high point, but not a PRZ type of lower high point, right? So I hope I'm not confusing you guys with that, with what I'm saying. But those that understand, I hope you guys, you know what I'm saying, take that information and run with it. And but those that don't understand, you still could, drop a comment down below and let me know what I mean by that, and I'll go into more details with that for y'all. Um, with that being said, as we can see right now, this is a support level, right? Now turn resistance for this right here, then price broke above it. Now it looks like it's most likely gonna retest that same area, right? Retest that same area and maybe go bullish, but we'll see how that thing goes for the next coming up week. But also you can see exhaustion as is reaching that area, right? But um yeah, so right now daily is bearish, right? Bearish, but it's looking like reaching a support level, right? And also possible look like a possible inverted head and shoulder. This is your first shoulder. This is your head. Possible the other head. I mean the other right shoulder right here. draw that and see. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so left shoulder, head, right. So we're just waiting and see if it's gonna play out like that, right? So, but I don't like to draw. I don't like to predict things, right? I only like to react to certain things, you know. So right now we can see done on daily. We had that big exhaustion right here. That's probably because of that NFP that just happened last Friday. So, all right, this is what we're looking on daily. Daily is bearish, but now it's on a buy zone. So the only thing we want to see is daily to create a higher low, right? So if it create a higher low, it just means that like there's more buyer at that point of time in market, right? So let me draw it so I can tell you what we're talking about. So we want daily to do something like this, right? Create a high low on this area, break this low according to this bearish structure, right? Then retest it, then continue bullish, right? So if it does that, right? If or when it does that, right? So pretty much that will confirm our analysis for the monthly, right? So the monthly will be going bullish, right? Because this is most likely a retest in that breakup structure on this time frame, right? So you gotta remember, all the time frame is small. It's like a trend within a trend within a trend, and then each time frame is building up for the other time frame. So I'm not saying this is what will happen on AU next week or this month. That what I drew on right now is likely gonna happen, right? But if something like that does happen, you know, just gotta react to it and take the opportunity. But you only gotta take the opportunity when it presents itself. So and only react to the market, to what the market is showing you that day, you know. So right now market is not open. We got about I would say hour and a half before market open. Uh, so we're done with daily. So now we're gonna go to our H4, then our H1 time frame, right? So H4, right? So now we're on H4. Uh, I'm gonna draw a line. I mean, I'm gonna draw this right here. So I'm gonna show you something. All right. So previously, AU H4 was on a downtrend, right? So broke this lower high, right? Still haven't actually retested. Yes, this is a retest right here, but we wanted to actually like at least touch that same area before it go bullish again, right? So this is the next thing we are waiting for. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, we're gonna take the opportunity and and run with that opportunity. Right now it was on a downtrend, break that trend line, break structure, minor retest or full retest, whichever, like, however you want to look at it. Went bullish, right? And then, right, did a double top, then broke above that double top, right? So double top is mostly valid on a downtrend, right? Double top is only valid on a downtrend. So it did a double top, then price broke above, you know, budget was struggling to keep going bullish. Then work structure, right? So this is one thing y'all should be paying attention for, right? So this is what our 23.6, right? And it kept on going. And it didn't do 38.2 yet, right? So when it does that, just gotta adjust your fib, right? Um, Now it went and retest that breakup structure right here and create that it still didn't do 38.2, but um more like 50%. But if you go on lower time frame, it's look like it did a full 61.8%, right? So AU break structure on H4 retest that area, right? So now the only thing we're looking for is bearish move, right? So we're looking for bearish move, and first zone we're looking for TP. When opportunity present itself is this support level right here, for daily, right? That's what it's right. I draw my red line is for daily, right? So this will be the first TP area, looking for TP, and if price respect that support level, right, and break structure on that area, then we'll be looking for a bullish move. But right now we're looking for sales only, and this is your first area for TP, and that area right here on that line is a second TP, right? So TP1, TP2. So it's most likely gonna take a while before it reach all this area right here, but when opportunity arise, we will take it. Now we're gonna go H4. I mean, not H4. We're done with H4. We're going to H1, right? So H1, same concept, right? It's break structure, retest, right? So how let me show you how you guys could have take opportunity on this area right here, right? So H1, when you saw that it broke structure on H4 and broke structure on H1, all you have to do now when structure break of structure happen, you just gotta wait for the retest, right? So on the retest, that's when you look for your opportunity, whether if it's to buy or sell, right? H1, right? So for H1, the minimum time frame you need to analyze anything on H1, if H1 is your main time frame, will be M15 or M5, right? So we're gonna go M15, right, and gonna draw our counter trend, right? So draw this line right here, and then you wait for your breakup structure of this little pullback, right? So once it break that area, that's when you took your trade. And also, I didn't take a trade on this one because it was NFP and I don't trade NFP. That was Friday. That would have been a great entry. Show you. This would have been a great entry, right? Either either on this one right here, bearish engulfing, bearish engulfing, right? So you pretty much had about, let's see, is that 1, 2, 3 opportunity, right? There was 3 opportunity at least to take this trade, you know, right? Like 1 and 4, that would be a great entry right here. But the only reason why I didn't take this entry is because it was Friday. First Friday of the month is always NFP, and me, I don't trade NFP because, yeah, it's too volatile for me. So I just don't do it. I mean, if you want to do it, you can do it. But me personally, I don't trade NFP. I don't think I'm ready yet to trade NFP. I mean, eventually in the future I will, but I don't right now. So, as we can see right now, M5, I mean M15 is still bullish. I mean, not bullish, but bearish, right? So the only thing we're waiting for right now is, you know, we're waiting for it to do certain things for us to give us the opportunity to be able to uh, draw a trend line, like a minor pullback trend line, right? So that's what we're waiting for right now. So there's nothing opportunity to draw a trend line, and you don't want to draw anything incorrectly, and then mess you up in the future. Uh, yeah, this is what we have on AU. AU is bearish, H1 bearish, H4 bearish. Looking for sales only. Right now it's at the support level, right? We also need that support level to break so we could get the place we're looking for. TP is that red line and six negative 27%, right? That's our area of TP. But right now we don't have an opportunity to take a sell yet, so we're just waiting for the opportunity. All right, so we're gonna go GU now. GU is kind of interesting, right? GU almost is almost kind of like AU in a sense because on a monthly time frame, it's looking at the same thing, right? Instead of 38.2% or close to 50%, in between those two, it's a little bit below 100% retrace, right? So the only thing we're looking for right now for this month is to be bullish on the month of August, right? Um, so its price did close below it, but the next month, which was July, closed the doji, right? So have structure broke yet on the monthly time frame? No, because this candle is still active. Still got 24 days left, right? So until this candle closes bearish, right here is still technically on a support level, right? So until you got two candle closes below that support level, right? So technically this is still 100% retrace. So we're just waiting to see what happens in this month, right? So when it reach this is a key level, monthly key level, right? So you got all this exhaustion every single time, right? First time you reach that key level, exhaustion, uh, also exhaustion down there, exhaustion, also you see it close a little bit higher the third time, right? It closed a bit higher, but now it closed. Now it ain't even closed yet. We're just waiting for that candle, the month of August, you know. So gonna go lower time frame and see if it's gonna still going bearish or if there's opportunity for that thing to reverse, right? So almost the same thing with AU, but then again, um, try not to compare uh, one pair with another because you gotta treat each pair like its own. All right, so even though they correlate, um, GU three candles, bearish engulf, I mean bullish engulfing, right? Bullish engulfing pretty much indicate that there is a breakup structure on lower time frame. All right, so that's all you need to know on GU. Yes, it is bearish, but if you look at this, bullish engulfing, right? So that's that. Trying to keep it simple on GU. All right, now on a daily, all right? Daily bearish, all right? Daily bearish. Last low high point that was made broke. Now possible retest with a set of exhaustion and also possible head and shoulder pattern also, right? So first shoulder, left shoulder, head, possible left shoulder either up here or down there, right? Either or, right? So keep it simple. Right. So if that does create a high low, then for that to create a high low, you need at least two candle, a bearish and bullish candle to form to confirm that it will create a that it created a high low, and you want at least a high low to be created on that level right here, or where it previously broke this lower high. Not really structured lower high. You know, you want it to close either right here or on that exhaustion zone, which is H4 exhaustion zone. Um, so yeah, so GU bearish, right? But looking more like it's gonna create a head and shoulder pattern. Now I'm gonna go to lower time frame, H4, right? H4 bearish, a broke structure. Okay. First place it first place it broke structure at was this area right here, right? Broke retest, right? And now it pretty much broke every support level that it found, right? On H4, right? So the only thing we looking for right now is for it to find support again, right? Once find support, we need it to break the higher high that it made after it found that support. Uh, Now you're gonna go H1, right? So H1 bearish also, right? So the only thing we're looking for is for it to break this trend line, break the trend line, and then also create the high high, then create a high low for it to go bullish. Right. So only thing we're waiting for right now is for for H4 to retest this area right here. Right, that was the previous area that the broke structure from. We just needed to break, re, needed to retest that area, right? And then so we could go bullish. So for 8-4, the minimum time frame you need to analyze it's M30 and M15, right? That's the lowest you wanna go if H4 is your main time frame analysis time frame. Yeah. I don't think I have a lot to say about these two pairs, but yeah, that's about it for today. If you guys like this video, drop a comment below, like and subscribe, and send feedback and let me know how I'm doing. So I could. That's the only way I could make progress and get better with this type of videos. Yeah. Yeah. This is it for today. And I'll see you guys on my next video.